Hi, how are you? God bless you. So today I want to give a piece of advice to us, to the women and to the men. Until you agree you have a problem, you won't solve it. Until you acknowledge that you are at fault, you keep blaming the other person. And if I make up my mind to accept I failed in this area, I'm not doing it well here, I will adjust. And on the other hand, this one says, it's all my fault. I am sorry. We can start all over again. I tell you the truth. They love making. The coming back together would be like it was just starting from beginning. Let me show you what I saw in the book of 1 Peter, chapter number 3, verse 1. It says, the same goes for wives. Be good wives. Be good wives to your husbands. Responsive to their needs, not their wants. A lot of times is what I want. But they don't actually look into their needs. Their needs could be prayer. Their needs could be rest. Their needs could be the basic things to do so that the family would be comfortable. So most of the times they don't know. They are all going for their wants. So in that their deficiency, we come up to play our parts. There are husbands who are not godly. There are husbands who do not know God. But by the way you've carried on with the things of God, loving God, doing the necessary things, that person might turn around one day and say, am I not a fool? Look at what is happening and you win the person over. 1 Peter chapter number 3, verse 1. By your inner beauty, not by bone straight, not by your nails, not by your attire, not by your powder, your MAC powder like mine, not like the lip stain, not like your digital watch. When your phone is ringing, your watch rings as well. Container. That's what they are. That is not the inward beauty. What matters is not your appearance, the styling of your hair, the jewelry that you wear, the designs on your dress. That's not you. If you're my member, you would know this is my normal message. No matter how beautiful the container is, it's for the trash. Nobody eats the container. You can buy a perfume because the container is beautiful. It can attract you. But once it oozes out, I don't like it. Not by your physical appearance, but by your inner disposition. Cultivate inner beauty. The gentle, gracious, kind, loyal to your husbands. Like Sarah called Abraham, my Lord, my dear husband. You'll be true daughters of Sarah indeed if you behave like her. The same goes for the husbands. You know what I was talking? I know a lot of women were saying, is it only us? Bible is balanced. It's not just for the men alone, not for the women, but for both. The same goes for the husbands. Be good husbands. Be a good man. Be a nice man. Be good husbands to your wives. Honor them. Delight in them. As women, they lack some of your advantages. But in the new life of God's grace, you are equal. I know some men are going to shake their heads now. Because I thank God for Christianity. If there were no Christianity, a lot of men will punish women. Women should be in the background. If you were in the olden days, we are not in the olden days, sir. They used to do this. It was not a balanced relationship. Those women were answering sir out of fear. The love was not equal. New Testament is telling you now that before God, you are equal. So treat them as your own, so that your prayers will not be hindered. Treat them well. A lot of men don't know how to treat women. One good thing about women is that very little thing is what to make a woman, love you endlessly. Very little thing. Happy birthday to you. Those things that don't mean anything to you, don't think they don't mean anything to us. You don't celebrate your birthday, sir. I celebrate mine. I love it. And I love surprises. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Your gift is upstairs. Your gift is upstairs. Your gift is upstairs. Your gift is upstairs. 1 million if you find it. Hey! 1 million if you find it. 1 million if you find it. 1 million if you find it. All you will hear is tika tika kati kati. Everybody's running. They must find the gift. Why? Because the 1 million he actually wanted to give, he held it back so that when she finds the gift, another 1 million. Okay? Be born again. Treat them. Now we are equal before God. Our roles does not in any way reduce us. Your role is your role. It doesn't reduce you. This is not my message. Verse 8 is my message. Verse 8 says, summarizing all. Number 1, be agreeable. A lot of couples don't actually agree. He's my wife. She's so wicked. For you to come to a point to say that, you are the problem. My wife is so wicked. You are the problem. It takes 2 to quarrel. It doesn't take 1. Anybody you just see fighting himself, herself, Rono, that's a madman. That's somebody that is off. But for us, you can never say I quarreled. It is we. It's a we affair. So it took both of us. The woman did like this. Then you also did like this and you did. Marriage is not for boys and girls. It's for men. You don't know men by age, oh. No, you know them by maturity age. You don't know women by physical age, oh. You know them by maturity age. So it is the maturity age I look at and not the physical age. Be agreeable. For us to agree, somebody will say, oh, let's go with what you say. It might be true. Sir, it must not be your way all the time. In fact, a wise man will give in for peace to reign. Now that we are to stay together, the synopsis of the whole matter, be agreeable. So if I am not agreeing and you are the nicer man, show me you are nice. I have lost it. Something is wrong with me. I'm not getting it. So you show me the right way. Because 2 wrongs don't make a right. So when you get angry because I got angry, I don't better pass you now. I'm now better than you. I'm now more intelligent. Because you actually know. And you know I'm not getting it. What is wrong if you say, oh, my darling wife, come. Oh, my darling husband, I'm so sorry. You know, I actually forgot. I thought it was going to be this, it was going to be that. Be agreeable. Be agreeable. When it is not working, come to a round table. If you're a man, don't avoid round table talk. The time you get angry, let us talk. Why won't you talk? Let's talk. I need this to be done. How do we do it? All the woman wants to hear is something. Say something. That's all she wants to hear. The woman is a talker. Her energy is in her words. Don't bottle things inside. Nobody is the Holy Ghost. Until you say it out, then we know. Be agreeable. So that means we have to sit on a round table. Which school are we going to send our children? I don't like that primary school over there. They normally go late. What about this one? I need to find out about their curriculum. I need to find out whether it's a Christian school. Okay, I have my reservations about that. But since you said, let's go, let us go. Even though I have reservations, but who knows? I might be talking from a wrong perspective. So be agreeable. I want a boy. Me, I want a girl. You're not agreeing. I want twin boys. I want a boy and a girl. How can you divide on your own? We are building in the village first before building town. We want town before village. We want village before town. You can do that thing for 10 years. Be agreeable. So meaning somebody will have to give it. The Bible didn't say it's the woman. Neither did it say it's the man. The mature one will give it. The wise one will give it. You see, all of us, we get ego. Forget title. Forget church. Oh. You see us, we get like this. Because if you don't have it, there's nothing wrong in. There will not actually be a problem if you agree together. In summary of 1 Peter chapter number 3, verse 8, be agreeable. Number 2, be sympathetic. Sympathy should go with empathy. Sympathy is your feeling for the person. Oh, even though I'm not the one having the headache, but I can have a picture of what you're going through. Let me tell you something. I know I've not said this before. My husband started doing Ph.D. before me. Well before me. I was doing my master's when he started his Ph.D. There's something about me. God has given me speed and favor from day one. Even right from when I was in the womb. I finished my program, enrolled in Ph.D. He delved into an area that was a little difficult for those supervising him. So they couldn't actually release him because he was like supervising something that was, the one doing it was more intelligent. I finished Ph.D. before him. I finished Ph.D. in 2015. Be sympathetic. Do you know when I finished Ph.D.? 2015, September. I refused to do a Thanksgiving. I refused to announce it. On that day, immediately they said, congratulations. You have now been awarded your doctorate degree. I called my PA then. I finished my PhD October 15th. His birthday, because I had 6 days to plan it. I finished my PhD October 15th. His birthday was October 21st. Yes, just 6 days. I wasn't planning for that. But immediately I got it. I said, how am I going to rejoice? How am I going to shout? This man is a moving dictionary. This man knows this thing more than me. But they have kept him for one reason or the other. So I'm going to sympathize. I'll wait until he gets his own done. We planned a surprise birthday. In that birthday, I pulled my father, the king. I pulled the palace. I pulled my husband's siblings. I pulled all his colleagues. I pulled all the fathers in the land. Everybody wear white for me. And God so kind. A day before that day, they invited him to the school for that his PhD work. So he didn't sleep in the house. He was far away in his school. He gave me time to do final touches. So the next morning, I made calls and made sure everybody was around. So the next day, I called someone. I said, my husband is on his way. Please call him and tell him to come to your office. Keep him until we are fully ready to usher him in. Until all the guests are here. Before I knew it, everybody gathered. Everywhere white. They see it white in our house. So by the time I gave him a call and I told him to come, when they got in front of our house, of the gate, the security gate was locked. He started asking that young man, is there anything happening here? Because of the cars parked everywhere. What am I trying to say? Be sympathetic. So, as the security man opened the gate, as he was, even the person who was with him was also wearing white. So the only person who didn't wear white that day was my husband. His own white was already neatly ironed, waiting for him on the bed. Immediately he entered the compound. He could, if my husband cries, he would have cried that day. When he saw my father, that was when he knew that this was not an ordinary birthday. How can you put such a king like that? He looked, he saw his elder sister, his younger sister, his younger brother. And they all came from different places. He saw my father. Then he started seeing lawyers. He saw his colleagues. Then all the senior pastors in my city, he broke down. And all my leaders, he didn't know. Then what gift did I buy for him? I got him AC, air condition. And I bought him a swivel chair. I said, I'm going to put it in a small office I carved out in the house for him. I'll put AC there. And then I'll put the swivel chair. As he sits on the swivel chair and he moves, PhD will begin to move. No more stagnation again. That was what I did. And it worked. Immediately after that, it was like, boom! They had to release him the first stage. By the time we got to I waited for my husband. Remember, I got it 215, 216. 217. It took almost 2 years, but we had to pass that hurdle. We had to, escape that trap the enemy set. For them to even approve that topic, we had to do our PhD Thanksgiving together. Be sympathetic. There's no Belgian in the home. Now be empathetic. Like, if you're not sympathizing, put yourself in the shoes of that person and feel for the person. That's empathy. I'm trying to tell you the advice to men and women. Be sympathetic. Be loving. Be loving. Sir, if you show a woman love, that woman will love you without looking back. If you show a man love, she offended you. You decided to pay back with love. A woman that ran a restaurant was constantly giving a mad pregnant woman food. She will give her food, she will eat, and the mad woman will eat and trash the plate. The woman will still give her. So every day that mad woman kept going there until one day they cited her giving birth. They ran and called welfare. Immediately she cited them. The head of the baby had already come out. This woman jacked up and started running. If it's a human being, normal human being, bleeding will kill her. She ran straight to that woman. An insane woman reacting to love. An insane woman. That your partner is not insane. Even if he is, an insane woman reacts to love. She ran to that woman, knelt down, opened her legs, and said, come and take my baby. These criminals, they want to come and carry my baby. The woman said, okay. Before she could say push, but the placenta at the head of the baby, everything poop. She got up immediately. They held her, and by force, they cut the cord, and she carried her wrapper, and she left. That was how welfare. If an insane woman can react to love, what are you not talking? What are you not talking that you're talking? What are you saying? If a woman that the brain had gone nuts reacted to love, sir, be loving. Ma, be loving. Be compassionate. Have that compassion. Jesus had compassion. Let it touch you. Don't be hardened. Don't be wicked. Most times, have mercy. Just forgive. Don't put the past on life support. Leave the past. Don't put it on life support. Just have compassion and give it to them. Most of the people I blessed today were people who fought me when I was still childless. Were people who laughed at me and said, see your life now. You're not having a child. All of that. I don't look back in blessing them. You know what? Be compassionate. And finally, be humble. Humility. Humility. When God sees you like this, he will exalt you. A lot of men have ego, pride. It goes before a fall. How can you be proud in your own home? To your own self. A lot of women, he didn't say sorry to me. I'm not going to say sorry. A lot of men, until she comes to say sorry, I will not say sorry. It will lead you nowhere. And remember, be supportive. Support the business of that man. You're not interested. He's on it all alone. He pays school fees. He pays house rent. He brings money for feeding. He does. Man, you are wicked. Oh. You are wickedness. You are not just doing anything. It is him bringing. His own is the seed money. Then you add support. Make sure you are fully in partnership. Remember that marriage is partnership. Support his idea. You are even blessed. A lot of men are not interested. That your own is doing this, doing that. There are a lot that are crying. One man said, if I don't get anything to do, I will go and carry block. But let it be that I do what I'm supposed to do in the home. And you have somebody already doing this, doing that, and you're not supporting. I wonder what you're doing. Vashtis, be careful, because Esthers are praying. Vashtis, be careful, because Esthers also live in Shushan, so that a drama will not happen, and even maid will decide your fate. May God bless us and help us to abide by this little advice. Watch it over and over again and share it. God bless you. Hi, how are you? God bless you. So today I want to give a piece of advice to us, to the women